Ooh. Okay. Here we are, everyone. Welcome back to the channel, or where we're currently watching from, and today I'll be finally doing my first listen slash full-on album review to tripleS's first full album. That's right, first full album called ASSEMBLE24. Let's be real with ourselves here. This is a huge achievement in itself, and also them getting their first win. I feel like when it comes to this first full album, we're gonna be probably floored by certain tracks, especially knowing that we got a bit of a preview from other tracks that we have listened to in the song votes and all, such as Midnight Flower that I can see here. Obviously, the likes of Non-Scale, one of my top favorite songs so far, amidst the song voting that was going on. But then we had Girls Never Die for the title track, very fitting for the entire group, and the cool and the sleekness, more so of case of that signature sound that we love and know by tripleS for sure. But hey, there's gonna be huge credits that we're gonna have to dive into as well, so let's just cut to the chase here, dive into the intro track called S. I actually queued up the title track, Girls Never Die, so I can really understand and feel out if there is a smooth transition there from the intro into the title track, right? All right. S. Whoa. I didn't know we're gonna go with the rock route here. Ooh, these riffs. Oh my! I didn't expect us to take the funk route with this one with the bass guitar. Man, that kick drum snare work. We got that rhythm guitar in the mix. Hold. Yo, that works. That works, everyone. Oh my goodness. And just the cheering of the crowd sampling that goes into Girls Never Die. Very fitting. But I think at the end of, pretty much by the end of the intro track for S, we did not expect it to, you know, go and switch up like that about midway or before the midway point of it, where it would go from this crazy rock route, a daring feel that you get, which is very fitting for this group of all possibilities. Obviously, I emphasize that a lot in pretty much all of my tripleS videos on the channel here. But also, moving from that and switching it into this very funky route and direction to lead into Girls Never Die, which is really dope, I've got to admit. But something to note, right? For S, Girls Never Die, you got the same collective in the mix with vendors, with L, Captain. A lot of huge names here, because if we're talking about the collective of vendors here and there, they've worked with tripleS. We're talking about going all the way back to the Generation days. Of course, the intro track for that era as well for Acid Angel from Asia for Generation. They had Access, Generation, if I recall correctly, as well as Girls Capitalism. And then you got L Captain. Really huge, has worked with a good amount of hype artists in the past before, but also I feel like we're gonna be seeing El Captain even more, if anything, because we've seen El Captain. Actually, let me actually search up real quick here in terms of what El Captain has worked on. Yes, so right, it's clear, whether it be BTS, August Z, whether it be obviously tripleS, going back to those eras that I also talked upon. So the same eras, and some of the remixes for the Cherry Jeans. Okay, oh my goodness. That was a way to really kick off a full album, but let's dive into the next track now. So this next track is titled Heart Raider. Before we dive into it, gotta give credit where credit's due. Of course, huge names, a collective, and some individuals I'm familiar with. But we have Full Bloom. Full Bloom has worked with many of my favorites out there. I'm specifically familiar of Yura, Jinri, and Gloryface, of course. They have worked on incredible Wuju Sonya tracks. We're talking about Save Me, Save You. We're also talking about working with the likes of Lovelyz back in the day, Secret Garden, for those who know, you know. The likes of Gugudan, and one of my top favorite songs, Diary. All of these tracks that I'm saying right now, I highly recommend. But then I would say, even as of recently, Jinri working with, of course, Ives, Blue Heart, one of my favorite B-sides right now, and even their other title track, Ascendio. So it goes to show you that this song is gonna really be up my alley in terms of taste. But then we have a familiar name here out of the bunch, Davy Nate. It's been a while since I've seen his name on my album reviews, but Davy Nate has taken part on the likes of All Day and Night by Shiny, and then of course Summer 127, a go-to summer track by NCT 127 that I always like to fall upon here and there. But hey, let's dive into Heart Raider and let's hear what's it's gonna be all about, right? Wait a second. These keyboard keys though got me reminiscent of something. Ooh, Yuyeon. Yeah, this is definitely Yuyeon. Ooh, I like the deep bass in this song. Okay. So nothing can hold me back. I wonder where this is headed though. Ooh, this chorus though, it's relentless and I'm all for it. Hey, hey. Want to be more than friends, pretty much what I'm getting here. Ooh. I love the synthesizer work to the hi-hats. Ooh, I like this future house influence upon them in this song. And how sweet this song is, right? About another person and how they want to be more than friends. Bridge. Oh, this is definitely Yuyeon. Okay. Oh yeah, this is definitely Soyeon. Come through, Jiwoo. Oh, give it to us. I know it's coming. Yeah. Bit of cowbell work. I feel like when it comes to the lyrics, it embodies pretty much the movement and the overall production of Heart Raider here. Like, seriously, it gives you this emotional rush that is so relentless, but forcing you to go on this roller coaster ride with them and getting these feelings of like, oh, this rush of I want to jump to the relationship side. I want to jump into, you know, that side of things, and I want to be more than just friends. So in terms of the message, it's very straight to the point, and we've gotten this by tripleS in the past before. Clearly, for those who have seen my album reviews, we've tackled their lyrics from time to time. Well, all the time, but there are some songs amidst their discography that is super duper meaningful, or sweet and meaningful, or straight to the point meaningful. So just getting the best of both worlds for me here of future house, really popular genre since before this generation of K-pop, of course, way before. And you get the influence from Davey Nate for sure, considering that he has worked on All Day and Night by SHINee. But then you got Full Bloom in the mix with beautiful keyboard keys and a good amount of synthesizers within this song. Great percussion work as well, but matter of the fact is, I love how the production is not drowning the vocals in the song. And thankfully, I got my IEMs on today for this album review. I had a feeling that I might have had to whip them out because I love how clear the vocals are in this song on top of the production. There's a lot of clarity in that, but also the vocal layering and the vocal moments and the vocal blending that occurs in Heart Raider. It just runs so smoothly through my ears, but in a relentless rush. You feel me? But there is one thing at the beginning that really is on the tip of my tongue in a good way that got me reminiscent and nostalgic almost in terms of the looping that's going on with the keyboard keys coming into play for Heart Raider here. So let me see if I can really tackle that and try to understand where I have heard this kind of looping before in another song. Da, 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 da. Oh. Da, 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 da. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time, excuse me, guys. Oh my goodness, the light bulb just clicked here. Okay, I'm gonna quickly search it up here. But one of the most iconic songs that I absolutely adore from Block B is Be the Light. For all my OG stands out there and all, but this song, let me actually bring it up briefly. You know, even though this is a tripleS album review, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Just with the keyboard key / piano work, with the acoustic guitar work, that is what I'm getting here. Keep in mind, both songs are in different keys. But if, you know, either side wanted to change the keys to be the same, it could work, I would say. In terms of emotion, way different. That song more so hits the feels, but Heart Raider, this looping that's going on is really dope. It got me so nostalgic, super nostalgic of that song by Block B, which is insane. Not gonna lie. Let's continue this though. We got those 808 claps in the mix. My heart keeps swelling. Ooh. I love how it starts to pick up here. You know, it's the drive is coming here into the chorus, right? Whether it be the clav work, but some sort of percussion work that's doing that, and then just the deep bass that's going on. But I've got to admit that one step line is so memorable upon first listen. But then, if anything, in the second go around, it really sticks in your mind, in the loop of things, like non-stop. It is that catchy and memorable. And I love how the production almost allows their vocals to breathe, right? It's spacious in a way, right? There's nice space to it, right? I like this. I felt like this verse 2 was really dope, just how it played out. Very playful with it. Even the trivial things I want to share it with you every day. And you can relate to what they're singing here in a way, maybe even though you're not in this circumstance or time of event. Oh, nothing can hold me back, nothing can hold me back, I'm on my way. I think we've already, you know, come a long way together, so let's just skip this friendship part and go on like a first line basis of some sort. Ooh, a little bit of vocal moments, yes. And then as we progress and progress here, hold the bridge with Yann. I love the strumming being done here. Heart is pounding. That kick drum snare work, it picks up with Chiyu. Oh my goodness. Yeah, see, this is what I'm saying. Like, you cannot just have exactly just one bias in this group. Especially when you got Daehyun in the mix here. Oh my goodness. Like, I want to understand how you're feeling, right? So that we can be more than just friends. But I like how clever it is. The just friends, the no friends, how it plays into those lines like that. Oh my goodness, we are off to a really good start from the intro track into the very first B-side. But hey, let's just dive into the next B-side now. So this next B-side is titled Midnight Flower. This song I do know a good amount of it in terms of the influence that we got in the song vote and all. Can't wait to see how this fully plays out, especially when we got Nakyung taking part on the lyrics. We more than love to see her taking part on the lyrics with the likes of Holland, the likes of other individuals, of course, from Mono Tree. And then we got some new names and familiar names that I know. We got Denzel Chain and Chanty, but for, of course, Mono Tree. If we're talking about Yoon Jong-sung from Mono Tree, a collective that I absolutely adore, right up there with Full Bloom and Prism Filter. When it comes to Yoon Jong-sung, he has taken part on a good amount of my favorite on and off tracks. We're talking about Succumbit Swimming with the likes of the legendary individual from Mono Tree, of course, Hwang Hyun, and other amazing songs, honestly dating back to incredible special tracks like Sailing from Girls' Generation as well. So really interested in how Midnight Flower is gonna play out, of course, but let's go. Oh yeah. Electronic drum kit work, great strumming. Oh my goodness. I'm in love with this song already. There's a good amount of deliberate vocal filtering for the style of it, the song. Pre-chorus, yes. Hey. I've got to admit, like, so far, this song is definitely playing out as a bubbly pop rock track so far, and I'm all for it. Oh my goodness, bring it back, y'all, bring it back. Hours. It just has that happy-go-lucky feel, but it's very dreamy as well. Okay. Oh my goodness. I love the breakdown with the guitar there. In the moonlight. Ooh, it's catchy. Like, it has that sing-alongable factor that I love. Night hours. Mayu! It's definitely Mayu, right? We can't stop. Midnight flower. Midnight hours. Ooh, Midnight Flower. I'm gonna have a damn difficult time figuring out which song or track, I should say, is gonna end up being my favorite one, at least B-side wise, right? Because, like, we had Heart Raider, and I was surprised in terms of the influences, of course, the future deep house route it took. But now we have Midnight Flower with a lovely yet bubbly pop rock influence with the vocal filtering that's heavily being done, or just the right amount, I should say. And I just love the influences as a full. Like, it really puts you in an immersive, state, you feel me? And I like how it does that. Also, I really admire how the bridge goes, and at the end of the bridge, right, Mayu, if I'm not mistaken, really popped off there and had her moments as well. But in terms of all of that and the instrumentation, right, it really sticks upon first listen. It has that sing-alongable factor to it that I love, which adds to the longevity that I can foresee for this song. Very cool track, yet lovely vocals, right? But I feel like for some, it might not be their type of music, but I have a strange feeling that y'all will end up enjoying this track even more with more listens throughout time, because it has that longevity factor that I can already foresee after the initial first go around here with it. So let's actually break this song more, because I have to hear out more so the instrumentation and what's going on, right? Especially with this daisy, like, summery late night feel that I'm getting. Dream is true. Okay, every minute, every second I'm nervous. Just that breakdown with the guitar work is so cool. That's really cool. Sometimes we get the strumming of the guitar, definitely multiple different guitars coming into play. Of course, guitar plucks coming into play at times as well to add more texture and depth to the overall song. Hold. Wait for it. Those are the plucks that I'm talking about. They're more evident here in verse 2, but now that I'm noticing them in verse 2, but also the members who are jumping on the track here for verse 2 to switch things up a bit from what else is going on. Otherwise, of course, this track would end up being too repetitive with it. But I like the bounce, the bubbly feel that I get here continuously, even in verse 2, right? Oh yeah. I notice how all that energy and tempo from the intro track into the title track into the previous track and now into this track, it is being kept up, right? It's very consistent in a linear fashion, right? I love how it doesn't go from like a fast track to a ballad, fast track to something drastic as of that. Like that would be crazy. But just how the movement of this album's going, it really sticks, and it is making it so far almost solidifying it to be cohesive. I'm gonna have to continue, but there is no meaningless existence, including me, right? So this is very empowering a way if you think about it when it comes to the lyrics and the intentions of this song, right? Very pure intentions. Midnight hours, so high we can't stop. Midnight flower, midnight hours. Ooh, the ripping of the guitar here.
Midnight flower.
Wow. And I like how so far each and every single song off of this album, as everything's trudging and building up into the climax, we actually get a climax that we're anticipating for and waiting for, you know? These songs are very dynamic and not flat by any means. I love that. I love that. Midnight hours. I'm just gonna let it play out because it's a whole vibe. Maybe some beyond that vocal filtering, some little bit of reverb work, but really cool all in all how Midnight Flower goes. But hey, let's dive into the next B-side now. So this next track is titled White Soul Sneakers. I wonder if this is a connection to Black Soul Dress maybe, but either way, we more than love to see Sohyun on this track, not only on the lyrics, but the composing side and even the arrangement side, because let's be real with ourselves here. How often do we get a member from a respective group tackling all parts in a song just like that with others, right? So you gotta commend her for doing that and being so multifaceted, and I tend to gravitate towards her tracks at the end of the day. But for White Soul Sneakers, we additionally have Bad, likes of Sanyun, Louis Strixon, all familiar with these individuals who have worked with Luna in the past before, tripleS as well in the past before, especially Bad for the intro tracks that you cannot go wrong with for Luna and tripleS. And then if you think about Louis Strixon, she has worked with many of my other favorites outside of these two groups. And then you got Sanyun, who has taken part on incredible songs like Motto Princess, Je ne sais quoi, and one of my favorite B-sides to date by tripleS in general, Complexity, and even one of my favorite title tracks, Bi-Weekly, Vroom Vroom. That's right. Oh my goodness. I can't wait to dive into White Soul Sneakers here, and let's go. Oh, that clav, like, oh yeah, cowbell work. Ooh. So far, a lot of ear candy in this song already. Bit of acoustic guitar. Ooh. Okay. I love how rhythmic this song is. And there's a little bit of groove to it. I'm being sent. There's this nice bongo congo work in the back. Ooh. Is it Yuyeon? That is insane. Yo. What is going on? My mind is exploding. Ooh. What a moment with Dahyun and Sumin. The rolling of those drums. Give it to us. One more time. Another time. I think it was clear that Dahyun popped off in this one with white sole sneakers, but I love the clever moments and nuances and ear candy especially that we got in this song. I feel like upon first listen, it can be quite overwhelming, quite admittedly, because like a part of me, at least for me, it's like I want to hone in on some elements more than others, and then I switch my mind to something else that's going on, and then I listen to the vocal work that's going on. Like, it's all over the place, but it makes sense, right? It somehow works. It's sensical, which I think is really cool. Like, how do you get that going all at once, every one? And it does bring me back a bit, mind you, of Black Soul Dress, but just, I would say, the mood, like the energy, the mood is brought back for sure. But I like the ear candy. I can't reiterate that enough. The percussive sounds, the percussion work, it is so beautiful to my ears. The bongo congo work, whether it be the clavs, the wood blocks, the cowbell work, the tuning of the keyboard piano work where it glitches out like that. There are some things that I still need to hear more and more, and I feel like with, I'd say, 5 to 10 lessons, I can get most of it. But like right now, it is still processing in my mind how insane this song is in terms of production. Arrangement-wise, though, I mess with it, right? It doesn't have the standard arrangement to it, but it really works. It really works. It works in this unison kind of manner where the vocals and the production are in one, in a rhythmic kind of manner, which I really think is pretty gas. I think that's the best way to call it, gas, but I forget that instrument that does that howl sound, but I think the best way to describe that, it's sort of like almost like a conch call, like it has that like, oh man, it has this very wavy feel to it at the start here. Oh, the chord progression, yeah. A little bit of those guitar plucks, you know what I'm saying? Especially with Lin here, it seems like. Keyboard, guitar. Okay, knockout. I like how once we get in this moment, things become more rudimental with it. I like it, you know? It's not too much. It gets you in a groove. It gets you vibing, jiving, dancing along to the song. Cowbell work, keyboard / piano work with the bongo congo work. I love the vocal blending, the mixing and mastering for this as well. Like, it gives you that distant feel, but not too distant. You know what I'm saying? That near but distant feel almost that's going on both sides of her ears. I like how it plays out on that kind of level. But then the vocal layers, how things mesh like this amongst the members is really cool. Hey. Hey. This is where it goes. Yep. That glitchy, chopped up like keyboard work is so cool, and I'm sure, I have a feeling that Seohyun did this. Bring it back. Almost like this was like I love the sheer epicness that occurs here with Lin. You can correct me if I'm wrong, because you know, color-coded lyrics can get things lost in translation, but at the same time, you know, when it comes to these lyric videos, I just want some more guidance in terms of lyrics, more so the case, but I like how it plays here, the breaks. Definitely one of my favorite moments. But we're gonna have to count how many times Dahyun popped off. I like these clear moments where it's like more so minimal as it can be, but then it gets a little bit intricate as it progresses and progresses, right? It swells up and it swells back down. It swells up. There's that buildup of tension almost, right? Like, I like that, right? It gives a good amount of breathing room in the song. I like how I'm able to anticipate this, but I didn't expect it like 8 times in this song, 8 or 9 times in this song, where she just, really hits those notes and brings out her vocal chops so well in White Soul Sneakers. So lots to love in this song. Would really love to hear this song in person at some point. That's definitely on the checklist there, I would say, and would love to see a performance for this song. So yes, this has to be one of my favorites up there. I keep saying that, but we shall see as we dive into the other tracks. So let's just get into the next B-side now. So the next B-side here is titled Chiyu, also known as Healing. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but we got familiar names. Jaden Jong, we got KZ. KZ has worked with the likes of Azawan, many of our favorites in the past before. Wooju Sonia as well. We got MLC, we got Dint, and even Maria Marcus. Maria Marcus has worked with many of my favorites, the likes of Everglow, the likes of Girls' Generation OGG, and their incredible B-side for Mata. So I'm pretty sure if you guys messed with Chiyu here, you're gonna enjoy Fermata a lot. And then we got D-Day, a new name that I'm gonna have to familiarize myself with, but let me bring up Chiyu here right away and Lego. This bass line though, to the drum kit work. Pre-chorus. And I know that I can't do well from the beginning. Oh, wow. This chorus is literally everything. I feel like I'm in a whole different universe or planet, pretty much. Wait, is this actually lit? Wow. Even Chiyu here? For verse 2? I get the connection with the seasons. And how they talk about, like, the start of things. Like, it's like, as time passes, things will get better. As time goes by, things will be better. Things will heal in the process in itself. Oh, I love the keyboard keys being played here. Woohoo! Oh, wow. The vocal layers, you hear this, guys? Like, come on. I think this is the right word to really describe it. The way that this was orchestrated so that it not only sounds like very majestic, but it links to the meaning and pure intentions by Chiyu about healing over time, right? Moving on from the past, right? At the start, not every start is gonna be a good start, right? But as seasons pass, you know, as the weather changes, right, things get better. If you think about, like, the connection of, like, flowers or, like, leaves, like, all that stuff, like, withering and fading away and going away, and then as, you know, the season comes back, everything, you know, blooms again, right? Quite assumingly. So that connection over time, and pretty much also, I feel like talking about, I wouldn't necessarily say a significant other one, but, like, your meaningful relationships, whether it be your friends, your family, the people close to you, just seeking solace in those meaningful relationships are important as well. Not just leaving it up to time, you know, having someone else to rely on and help you go through these difficult and challenging times. So Chiyu, man, like, it goes to show you, tripleS also has meaningful music. When we covered, of course, earlier on this album, they tackled some straightforward messages, but Chiyu gets slightly more deep with it, with the seasons, with that, the cycle of seasons per se. I think the only thing that caught me off guard and I didn't really like as much is the Bible being mentioned in there. I think that was, like, unnecessary. I get the seasons change, but then again, there could be loss in translation. Either way, I didn't think that was really necessary in verse 2, but I liked the follow-up there where we got additional members bringing into, not just a brief verse 2, quite the lengthy verse 2 in this that adds contrast to the song, but complements the rest of the sections in this song, which I love a lot. So let's dive through it quite briefly, because there's not much to talk about in terms of the instrumentation. Like, obviously, it has this R&B influence to it, this heavy bass line. That is the whole driving factor to the song, right? Been exhausted all day. Now, I feel like this part, though, can be significant other one, but either way, I'd rather take it as those meaningful relationships beyond another significant other one, you feel me? But the main point is to say, hey, as time goes by and things go around and things come around, right? Blessings go around and they go away and then they come around and all, right? My tears flow on the rough gravel sand. As we progress here, though, into the chorus, I like the transition from the pre-chorus to the chorus a lot. A lot. I love the dips. It really makes me think like tripleS, if in the far future, I'm not talking about near future, and not doing like the level of maturity of what Underwater is by obviously Red Velvet, but like something in that realm, not that high level of maturity, but doing something like a happy medium from that and like Chiyu, and I should say adding in nuances and like doing a whole different arrangement, whether it's adding an interlude, a post bridge, or something like that, could be something very beneficial to them in the future if they did a song like that, right? And obviously, I feel like they can keep a really lighthearted or empowering message, especially they're known for their empowering messages across their title tracks and B-sides, right? So I like, so if this is truly Ayan, you guys can correct me or correct this video, right? I really like her delivery here. It's just the Bible part that takes me away from it, but I get it, you know, spring will come after winter, orders of the season, that's how it goes, right? And if this is Lin, oh my goodness, this verse too. And every time we get this dip into the pre-chorus and then it builds back up and it tenses up and then that emotional release. I love it. Like, just imagine like those just stand-up mics with this song, or even quite the playful choreo and elegant choreo, especially tied along to this song. Just the possibilities for this song is incredible. And then as we progress here, I love that playing of the piano that's being looped, that keyboard work, the keys constantly being played here. I think this has to be one of my favorite parts in the song. Wow. The outro to the song, though, I would say my third favorite part in the song aside from the chorus, for sure, everyone. Chiyu, really solid song. I love the intentions behind the song, the connection with the seasons, and how also there is that linking of meaningful relationships beyond, of course, a significant other one. But hey, let's just dive into the next track now. All right, moving on to the next B-side here called 24. I see the connection, but I am seeing Monotree, the collective, on this, especially GDLO. Really interested in how this one's going to play out since it is titled 24, but Lego. Oh, hold up. La la's. Wait. Is this Recover It now? Oh, it has to be. Ooh, the sleek and coolness. And just how this is progressing in a swinging manner. That's cool. Such a cool pre-chorus, yet empowering in a way. Ooh, that bass work to the synth work. Connection with Dimension. Good amount of references already. That's crazy. Wow, this post-chorus though. Ooh. Deja vu. Touch. Cherry Talk. Generation, okay. Do it. Door. Oh my goodness. I love the rhythm to this song. But the splashes of synths, how does those synths overload us with the members' delivery? Better dressers. Dimension, better keep up. Yo. I thought, in the past, I've heard crazy references. But not today. It's today with 24. And until today with 24, this has to be one of the best. This has to be one of the best songs that references a certain the group's previous releases. I'm talking about beyond title tracks. We're talking about B-sides as well, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. And the fact that they did that, right? And linked it full circle here as a whole group, all 24 for 24, is outstanding. It is incredible. But not to make it any cheesy by any means, to make it sensical, and to make it have great production tied along to it is another thing. To have all of those elements and factors come into play like that, so not fittedly, but like how it really meshes together like that, and it works. You gotta appreciate that, every one, right? Whether it's at the beginning, that there's that iconic wanna classic line, right, from New Look, whether it be by dimension. There's a lot of references here that we can really break it down bit by bit. You guys can really let me know as I dive into the second go around here. But 24 has to be my favorites. Like, we're talking about, I would say, in my top 3 echelon of B-sides within this album, mind you, within this album for sure. Yeah, let's actually dive back into it. In terms of production, there's a lot to talk about. In terms of lyrics, it's more so references that I want to go through. Immediately with the la 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 la. When we had to recover it now, I remember saying, hey, this could just be the demo lyrics. There's too much laws going on. You feel me? And guess what they filled it up with? Lyrics that really stick in your mind and lyrics that connect to the previous eras. And what's cool is that, like, in terms of this song versus the title track, I remember in the song vote saying, hey, like, this really works. Like, this is so in tripleS's wheelhouse, right? It suits them a lot with the little bit of swagger, a lot of sleek and coolness and that coolness sheen that is so signature to them, right? So the classic new look. I really love just the swing rhythm that's going on, right? I feel like, don't get it twisted, by no means this is like a retro-y track or a funk track, but I love the swing in this song. But also, here we go, Rising, there we go, we have another connection. Something uncommon. We're over the line now. And this is utilized for themselves, and for all of us, right? Very anthemic. That we got a lot of chant thing going on in this song for those reasons, right? We got Dimension. I like how they bring it together as a whole. It's really dope how they bring it together just like that, right? I like it, the splashes of synth work to this crazy bass work that's going on. And that continues from the chorus into the post-chorus, mind you. So this is the post-chorus. Then we dive into verse 2 with this crazy old school hip-hop influence. Rendezvous. Really love Nakyung, really love Jiwoo, like just the attitude and just the kind of delivery being carried out is crazy. Nice that we have the deja vu connection as well. We got Touch, Cherry, Generation. I still, believe it or not, need to dive into Next to cover that song right. I'm sorry, guys. I was so backtracked with studies at the time. But then we also have, for Aria, Door. Oh my goodness. I like how it says like open the door, right? This is what I'm meaning, how sensical this song is, right? New paradigm. Wow. Better dressers. Better keep up. Turn this there. This is definitely the energy high in terms of this album. Like, this is the peak energy high. It has to be, I feel like, for this album. Incredible. Absolutely incredible, y'all. I didn't expect them to, after across those eras, right, amongst the members, to eventually have a track like this where they can go full circle, reference all those eras, especially about themselves, and moving on, right, as pretty much 24, right, and being that, I would say, pretty much inspiring group that has empowering music, and just it feels like they have the want it factor for sure, that drive, that passion that I'm getting, which I really appreciate. You don't get that drive and passion a lot these days, and just in title tracks in general by groups. But yeah, 24 definitely one of my favorites on this album. But let's just dive into the next track now. So this next B-side is titled Beyond the Beyond, or Imyeon Imyeon, the other side of the story, or Beyond the Story. But really interested in how this one's gonna play out, especially when we have Sohyun on the lyrics. Make You Mine works, absolutely love that collective. And then we got Jaden Jong, Bad, Sanyun, the likes of Luis Frixvin yet again, like come on, and Bad solely on the arrangement side of this song. Ooh, I already have a good feeling for this one. Let's go. Ooh, snapping. Okay. That cowbell work. Bit of chimes there. Great keyboard work. Hold up, that saxophone, bring us back. Oh my goodness. Yes, as someone who's played saxophone before, really appreciate the addition of the saxophone, or someone who has played tenor sax. But hey, so good. I love the saxophone here. Bit of chimes again. Other side of beauty. Ooh. Beyond a beautiful dream. Whoa. We've never experienced before. Oh, these lyrics though, the lyricism in this song, so meaningful with it. Ooh, that piano keyboard work is so nice. It adds that tenderness to the song. This bridge. Give it to us. Yo! You just know, at least I do. This is really... Man, you guys know how much I absolutely love Heavy Metal Wings and especially the lyricism attached to that song. But Beyond and Beyond, ooh, really speaks out to pretty much everyone. Pretty much about everyone. Whether you're at that phase where you're almost stuck in life per se, right? There is more to the surface level. There is more beyond what you're dreaming. There is more beyond what's in front of you, beyond the surface level, especially. But also, the matter of importance here of saying, hey, right? You may be going through this, but this is not the end. This is truly not the end. It is not the end of the road for you and for all of us, which I find very beautiful that they really touch upon that area. Because if anything, this is a difficult thing to really talk about or even let alone sing about and carry out a message like this. So like you gotta commend them for carrying out this with Make You Mine Works and Sohyun really kick-starting the song, setting the tone of the song. But then the production. We not only got that crazy saxophone work, great, I would say, chimes that are slightly done and then they're more dragged out in the final go-around. But also, oh my goodness, after those chimes, we dive into incredible instrumentation that I'm gonna have to break down bit by bit yet again. So let's dive back into this song. Like, it is just that good, y'all. Just self-exploration, self-discovery. This is the core part. This is the huge part. I want you guys to really remember this part or even clip this moment, right? A different story. There could be lost in translation, mind you, but a different story from the dead end reality in my dreams, rather. It's actually good, right? There's more because actually, instead of this in my dreams, there is a dead end. In reality, it is a dead end, but in my dreams, it's rather good. You know that there is more to it, right? There's more to it. It's good that you're dreaming beyond what's happening right now. Maybe it does seem like the end. Maybe it seems like you can't go further than you are currently, but truth be told, you can, especially if you're a dreamer and a believer. And also considering that, you know, there are fine details linked to your respective dreams and aspirations or whatever you're aiming towards in life, right? There's the chimes, piano, keyboard work. Notice how it's in the back there. It's being done because later on it's more so in the forefront, giving that tender, I would say, vulnerable feel that you get, because in a way it does give you that vulnerable feel of like, hey, oh my goodness, I've been through so much, but like, there's this, you know, there's even though, like, whether it be fate, whether it's not fate that these bad things happen, there are good things that can happen to you as well. That's crazy though. Take me with you beyond the other side of beauty. See what I'm saying here? There's beauty in not knowing stuff. There is beauty not knowing the unknown. Whether it's the pathway that you're taking or the unknown within yourself of untapped potential. See what I'm getting here with this? Like this song, oh my goodness. That's crazy. The amount of percussion that consistently is being hit in this song is unbelievable. But how does it work? Because you gotta be careful with the percussion. All right, as much as you got to be careful, I wouldn't say as much, but like you got to be really careful when it comes to brass work, trumpets, saxophone, trombones, you name it. Sometimes it can be overwhelming to have those instruments in, but if you can cleverly integrate it in your music like this, or integrate it in a very energetic song that's not too overwhelming, oh my goodness, you got yourself a hit song. Yo. I'm telling you, Bad knows what... They know what they're doing, right? In terms of production and arrangement. Just these fine details that I'm talking about is just so mind-blowing, right? I feel like it is a tenor sax. I'm leaning towards it. It's just been a while for myself. Chimes. I feel like the Born Again wake up, right? This Born Again is like pretty much every day that you're going through, right? Every day is a new day. It starts fresh on a new slate, right? There is that hidden world out there where you don't know what's going to happen in the world. You don't know what you're gonna face, these challenges or opportunities, right? It's ooh. Those winter connection, like I love it. Yeah, yeah. Love the bass work too. La 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 la. Yo, how can you even pick a favorite? Like, especially when you got such a this has to be the most uber meaningful song within this album, hands down, everyone. Oh my goodness, this song sure goes crazy with it. But hey, let's just dive into the next B-side now. So this next track is titled Non-Scale, one of my most anticipated songs in general, as in like I wouldn't have mind if like Artemis got this song, but either way, it's unfortunate how it had to go one way or the other, because Non-Scale, the quality of it and the style that I love and know that we don't get often these days is here. It is here. Okay, so I can't wait to actually dive into this. It might be probably in my top 2 echelon. I just have that feeling in terms of favorite B-side off this album, but let's go.
You can find me, I'm here.
Oh, this intro is Chiyu.
You can touch me, I'm here.
Very spacious.
Hey. 언제나 누구나 후회해.
Yes.
어쩌면 당연한 걸. 그래서 더
They already hit it out of the ballpark with this one. The electronic influences, the spacious, dreamlike feel, yep. Yeah. Oh, I'm just so overjoyed right now. Oh, the volley of synths, yep. What kind of dreams do you have? Oh, the breakdown. Interlude, actually. What an interlude. What a verse 2 is Sohyun here. Wow. Love that drum snare work. Oh, the sincerity, the heartfelt delivery. Yes. Where are we going with this? A little bit of a triple S twist there. Listen, I don't care what other people say, right? Whether it's gonna be the same people that talked about Radante. Non-scale, I will defend this song with all my heart, with all my life, on everything. Listen, I feel like by adding this song at this point in the album, it really continues the momentum that I was talking about earlier that I was anticipating for. But most importantly, also, the fact that tripleS is carrying on the legacy for this song thanks to Full Bloom. Thanks to Full Bloom, because mind you, they have worked with Lovelies. They have worked with Wooju Sonia. You know, I get it if you want to say, hey, Luna 1/3, Luna in general, right? I get it with the synth pop and all. But just these special vocal moments, the sincerity, there is that influence from 1/3. But also heavily, the likes of Lovelies back in the day. the likes of Wooju Sonya, which I feel like they really need a different label to continue, because it just sucks the state that they're in, even though they found success, and I don't know why they're just not getting any resources. But that's a little rant there, right? So it goes to show you, ever increasingly, this style is eventually going extinct. Like, seriously, it's something that's not done often, and I feel like back in the days, way before, at some point, people definitely mixed bubblegum pop with this style, with cute with this style, because it's not the same. The sincerity, the earnesty, the singing from your heart, the lightheartedness, you don't get this anymore. You just don't find this on like every second album, right? You just don't, especially title track wise. That's where Chasarang, like I said, was coming into play, and I really hope Chasarang stays. But that's my point, right? I like how tripleS is tackling all these styles that have been done before, but then there's this bit of tripleS twist in certain sections. The interlude, the bit of the final moments, the final special moments that we get in the post bridge. And what I'm saying there is, like, when we have that post bridge and the final chorus, you always need one member for this style to really pop off and sing those high notes with all their respective hearts, and all boy group, girl group, you name it, right? For lovelies, we got K, right? Wooju Sonya, the likes of Yeonjung. tripleS, Daehan, she ate this up. I don't care what they say. If there is one member that really stood out to me in this song, definitely her. I really loved Sohyun in verse 2 after the interlude that happened. So if we're talking about clever arrangement and like influences, this song takes the cake. Like, arrangement wise, no other track so far in this album has done this kind of arrangement of interlude, verse 2, and a bridge, post bridge, all at once. Not just that, a post bridge as well. Unbelievable. This is a masterpiece of a song, and I noticed that they ended up performing it. We're gonna have to check that out together, both on the Patreon and then eventually rolled out onto the channel, because, like, I need to see the choreo, and I can't wait to go through another round of my cheeks end up hurting, because that always happens. My just the cheeks end up hurting when I listen to this music, or listen to any music that really puts a smile on my face, whether it be From It's 9, whether it be Weekly, you name it. Like, you heard here, like, oh my goodness, yo, non-scale. I think this is my favorite B-side. I don't care what they say. But then there's 24, right? There is that distant vocal filtering at the beginning too. Like, come on, Full Bloom. Full Bloom, you are doing things right. Very standard pacing, tempo. Really like Sumin here. This is what we've heard in the preview, if I recall correctly. The pre-chorus. Yes. I'm here. I'm here. And I think if anything, when it comes to tripleS and the members that they hold and the skill and talent that these members wield and the unique vocal colors and tone shining through, how they bring it together is so special. You feel me? It do be hitting differently. That's part of the thing that I'm getting with that tripleS twist that I'm talking about. Aside from the post bridge and obviously the interlude.
You can find me, I'm here. You can touch me, I'm here. 언제든 어디든 okay.
There's that distant feel. It's about like more so of that connection, right? I am like somewhere else, but like I'm still here with you type connection. That's what I'm getting here. Love the drum kit work, the pads. The snare drum work. And how they bring it together, right? Very sincere from the heart, full-throated. Oh my goodness, this is truly everything. And as we progress and progress here, I think if there's a member, okay, if this is clearly Xion, guys, like, please correct me or correct this video, but like, definitely, if there's another member that I'd have to pick out that shined in this, Xion, for sure. Bit of vocal layering there and filtering. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, just all these moments. I cannot believe it that we're getting it. Like, it just blows my mind, you know? Like, unbelievable. This is definitely one of those high note moments and then turn the face of the camera moments. Like, I can already tell. That high note. If we're talking about the most melodic song, it's this song off the album. Because we had a mixture of chanting, a mixture of sing talk, but if we're talking about full-blown melodic, this is it. Oh my goodness, y'all. What a song. But we still have one more to go, believe it or not, so let's just dive into the final one now. Last but not least, we are going full circle, that's right, with Dimension here. I mentioned the people behind the scenes who have worked behind this song, but yet again, Isa Guerra, who's worked with a good amount of my favorites already, right? Kepler's Giddy, whether it be Addiction by Heejin, that incredible B-side as well as with tripleS. So let me bring it up here, everyone, and let's see how this one's gonna play out, this version of it, right?
Ready, set, and go.
Ooh, I love the classy feel that I'm getting in this already. The disco strings. I'm like, The brass work. There's a nice groove to the song. Singular synth that is going crazy with it. Like a pitch synth. Hold up. Initial thoughts. I gotta say, I'm sorry for the brief pause, but like, I love how now it's been finalized with the mixing and mastering. The members being in the forefront. The matter of fact, all of them. This disco sharp string work, synth string work, right? Disco strings to the brass work. There's this very classy yet mature feel that I'm getting, somewhat mature feel, but mostly classy and cool feel that I'm getting, right? Cosmos. It's a good late night drive type song. It has quite a bit of those retro influences. It's like a theme song to the group, pretty much. Kutsoni! Okay! Wow, she's eating this moment up. Scratch this, turn this. Like a xylophone-like work done here. More sort of keyboard, yes. Ooh. I really missed this final like version with all the members. I think like at the end of the day, right? If we're talking about having an anthem, we're talking about 24. If we're talking about more so of a theme song for the group, this is for them. This is it. Like, let's say they end up having a reality show beyond obviously 1DK and all, and or just like a series, and they have this as the intro and outro, it would work so much, you feel me? Aside from that, I think it's a little bit too repetitive for my liking. I wish they had an additional verse in there or something, switch it up just for a bit extra, and dead smack in the middle or a little bit later on. But aside from that, the retro influences that I'm getting, right? The pitched synth work, right? The disco strings, right? And the groove that was being done, right? So funky with it and all. And yeah, all in all, I think Dimension, just bringing it from the very beginning, since the early days, all the way to now, is pretty cool how we've gone so full circle, everyone. But they definitely changed it up a bit where it was more dreamlike and now it's more funky. But I mess with it, you know. I feel like if you want to choose more so of a favorite one, you could choose an earlier version. Or you could choose this one if you want more so of a funky one, right? So at the end of the day, you can't go wrong with this. But the mixing, right? The mixing and mastering, I felt like it wasn't a problem before. It was just more so it's like, this is in the works type of stage. Now this is the finalized stage and outcome, product per se. So Dimension, I'm with it. I don't think it's going to be up there in terms of my favorite tracks, unfortunately. Like I said, a little bit too repetitive for my liking, but it has a nice late night vibe that I feel like at a certain time, I can mess with this song, but I can still listen to the song regardless on a full album, top to bottom. Listen, you feel me? But listen, y'all. All in all, this was a fantastic, more than fantastic album. Matter of fact, let me bring up a notepad here, and we're gonna have to actually figure out my favorite tracks, okay? We first started out with S, the intro track. You can't go wrong at this point with tripleS's intro tracks. Without a doubt, I thought it was such a beautiful transition into Girls Never Die, but I did not expect that, not necessarily punk, but that full-blown rock. And then you switch it up so it could work with Girls Never Die. You have like this epic beginning, and then you switched up into moving into Girls Never Die, which was really cool. Heart Rider was so meaningful. This is what I'm saying about Full Bloom. If there is a collective that needs to continue to work with tripleS, it's Full Bloom, right? Aside from obviously Mono Tree and like the in-house, also the in-house people like Jaden, Jong, and Bad, right? Obviously you need to have them with Sohyun or the likes of Nakyung in the mix, or potentially other members if they want to hop on a track and do some songwriting or production, right? So Heart Rider, Heart Rider, this song, I think it's not my number one favorite, but I think it is up there. Matter of fact, I think it is in my top 3. And we have Midnight Flower, really messed with that song, how it played out with the filtering and all. White Soul Sneakers, really appreciate the lyricism, the lyrics played out in that song, and also Sohyun playing out on the composing and the arrangement side. So I think I would have to go with Non-Scale first. I think it's clear why. 24, I think that's clear why it's up there. You could go either way, 24 or Non-Scale, on my end at least. And then I would go with Heart Raider. Then I would actually go with White Soul Sneakers. Then I would actually go, additionally, I want to go with Beyond the Beyond. For sure. The message in that song was so beautiful. I told you guys, you heard it here first. And then I would have to go with Midnight Flower. It's tied, believe it or not, with Chiyu. I think Chiyu is not my like 24/7 on repeat song, but it's so up my alley in terms of taste. So that is huge. And then I'd have to go with Dimension, but Chiyu definitely, most definitely tied with Midnight Flower. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh wait, am I wait? 1. Yeah, we're good. 1. We're good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I'm just going crazy at this point. But yes, Non-Scale is my favorite. 24. Then Heart Raider. Let me know your thoughts and your favorites in the comment section down below. This was a crazy roller coaster ride of an album review, but all in all, pretty much the TLDR is like, you can't go wrong with this album. This is cohesive in a way of the momentum and like the direction, the layout and arrangement of the songs in this kind of order. It really sticks, so it's that good and cohesive with it. One may argue about Non-Scale, or maybe they would argue about another track But hey, I'm gonna defend that with all my heart because I strongly believe that the momentum, the direction of these tracks and how they've put all of that into this album in this order and arrangement makes sense for sure, in a sensical kind of manner. But yes, as always, be sure to like and subscribe, as it goes a long way and helps out the channel so much. This has been Garrison, and peace.